Hello everyone and welcome to my GH Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. Willow targets Charlotte. Nina horrified by daughter's shocking betrayal. General Hospital spoilers predict that Willow will try all in her power to keep her image intact. There is no way Willow is going to sit back and let Jack Brennan wreck the new life she has established for herself. Willow was lost for a while, but now she feels pleased about the way things are headed. In addition to having a new political career, Willow is now able to visit her children again because to her joint custody agreement with Michael. The last thing Willow wants is for Nina to botch things by not sending Brennan the Valentine intel that he is asking. At the same time, Willow realizes that her mom doesn't want to betray Charlotte. Thus, Nina is in a hard place. Willow alluded on the Friday episode about making things easier for Nina, so it's just a matter of how she will do that. There must be some scheme in the works, so it could tie in with GH spoilers for the April 13 episode. That's when Willow's going to play even dirtier than she's been playing. Willow will make a move that's sure to generate some ripples, so will she attack Charlotte in some way? What if Willow does something to make Charlotte fear that Valentine is in danger or that he could be taken away by the WSB again? Willow might manufacture a fake-out scenario by ensuring that Charlotte is within earshot on a faked phone call or something along those lines. Maybe Willow might make it look like her Congress connections have made her privy to the WSB getting ready to pounce on Valentine. Willow may lie about the WSB already knowing Valentine's whereabouts and put Charlotte in a desperate race to notify her dad. It would be easy enough to follow Charlotte or even have a private detective go after Charlotte and report back quickly. In other words, Willow might terrify Charlotte into thinking Valentine's on the verge of disaster and use it to find out his location to inform Brennan. By cutting Nina out of all this together, Willow could hope she might spare her from having to betray Charlotte. Even if Willow winds up having a different plot instead, the point is she's probably going to manipulate Charlotte and enrage Nina once she gets the news. General Hospital spoilers predict Willow and Nina may get into an altercation soon, so stay tuned. General Hospital spoilers. Danny channels Jason and joins the mob. General Hospital teasers for the week of April reveal that Danny will continue his pursuits to join the mob. Even after Jason quit the canvas in late March, his son has progressively begun spinning out of control. From battles at school to his latest automobile mishap, it's evident that Danny has a lot of emotions about his father leaving town and is having problems expressing them in a positive way. Danny even recently turned to Jason's best friend, Sonny, asking to join his organization, and of course, the major crime leader in Port Charles declined to help. After all, Sonny knows that this is the last thing Jason would want for his boy. Still, as much as Sonny warns Danny that he shouldn't do something, the young man is his father's son. And all arrows are pointing toward Danny following in Jason's footsteps, despite all the warnings. Rick was tasked with the job of notifying Alexis about her grandson's aspirations, and it appears like he will do so this week. The woman will be so shocked by what Rick says that she collapses after the incident. Alexis never liked of Jason's lines of work, and while they get along now, there were moments in the past when she tried to keep her daughter Sam McCall away from the henchman. There were also times when Alexis didn't want Danny in Jason's life, although she no longer feels that way since her daughter went away. With that said, even Alexis won't be able to reason with the teenager as much as she wants to. Danny is inching closer and closer to out-of-control conduct, and as he's bonding with another youngster who rarely listens to her parents, Charlotte, he may slip over the edge this week. While Sonny might be the top mafia leader in PC, he's not the only mob boss in town. So, could Danny reach out to someone else, trying to get his feet wet in the land of organized crime? Having the last name, Morgan, may prove to be useful in Danny's mafia career aspirations. Thus, some other organization, maybe a rival to Sonny's, may decide to scoop the lad up. General Hospital spoilers remind viewers that Danny loves a good adrenaline high when it comes to risky circumstances. So, if he receives a new assignment from another criminal boss, will the thrill of it all keep him going back for more? Sonny in danger. Willow goes raw. Ethan returns with a shocking agenda. General Hospital spoilers for the week of April 13 to 17, Danny's dangerous obsession and Sonny's growing worries. Danny makes unsettling choices that create serious problems. He shows increased curiosity in Sonny's perilous world. Rick warns Alexis after hearing frightening updates. Fear grips Alexis as Danny's thinking worsens swiftly. His dangerous behavior worries everyone around him. The situation grows more unstable with each step. Sonny tries to guide Danny toward a better path. His advice fails to change Danny's developing obsession. Danny keeps focused on Sidwell instead. This fascination draws Danny deeper into danger. Sonny worries more with every passing moment. A perilous road begins taking shape. Willow's scheme spirals and Carly faces pressure. Willow reveals a brazen and manipulative side this week. She pushes her scheme with Charlotte further. Nina reacts with shock to Willow's behavior. The fallout hits faster than expected. Willow keeps pushing despite mounting risks. Her decisions start altering everything around her. Carly feels pressure as numerous problems clash. Her secret stands serious risk of disclosure. Suspicion builds surrounding her friendship with Valentine. Trust falls away as emotions escalate swiftly. Carly strives to stay in control. Her world starts closing in on her. Brits run in and Quatermain crisis erupts. Brit runs into Lulu and tension fills the air. Lulu strives hard to hide Rocco's secret. Brit senses something feels weird immediately. Questions start formulating in Brit's thoughts rapidly. Lulu fights to stay calm under pressure. The encounter leaves both uneasy. Chaos attacks the Quatermain family without warning. Tracy steps in and takes charge fast. Brooklyn's activities cause considerable worry. The truth about that night creeps closer to exposure. Secrets refuse to stay hidden any longer. The family braces for fallout. General Hospital spoilers for the week of April 20 to 24. Ethan's return shakes Port Charles. Ethan returns and generates powerful reactions everywhere. Christina gets shocked when she sees him again. Old feelings surge back soon. Their history refuses to stay buried. Memories hit harder than intended. Emotions run out of control. Ethan reconnects with Sonny and gives his support. He enters the struggle against Sidwell without hesitation. Old loyalties come back into focus. They start planning a new plan together. Trust rebuilds bit by step. Their bond gets stronger discreetly. NYC escape and romantic sparks. Emma and Gio fly to New York City together. Their journey gives a nice change of pace. Broadway moments give excitement to their journey. They grow closer as they spend time together. Their relationship feels effortless and natural. The city sparks something deeper. Emotions fluctuate as romantic tension begins growing. They strive to deny their rising sentiments. Their bond starts evolving swiftly. This excursion reshapes their connection fundamentally. Feelings become tough to deny. A new chapter begins for them. Sidwell's revenge plan intensifies. Sidwell's fury becomes more with each passing day. He blames Sonny and drives his revenge plans. His next move gets more risky. He prepared to strike without notice. His acts grow more unpredictable. Danger spreads throughout Port Charles again. Port Charles faces major threat once again. Sonny prepares for another powerful enemy. The stakes are higher than ever before. Fear spreads as the danger creeps in. Lives hang in the balance now. A storm begins that no one can stop. General Hospital spoilers. Valentine and Nina team up to bring down Brennan. General Hospital spoilers for the week of April say Valentine and Nina will band up to bring down Jack Brennan. The ABC soap has recently released its weekly trailer, and there's an interesting scenario that takes place that hints to an upcoming collaboration between these two exes. Nina is shown in a clip during the preview trailer, opening a door to a room. As she achieves this, she stops dead in her tracks when she sees Valentine. Nina looks absolutely shocked to see her ex and WSB fugitive, while Valentine appears to be as cool as a cucumber, sipping a drink in his palm. Valentine doesn't look as if he was expecting Nina to enter through the door, so it feels like he somehow scheduled this encounter, and he has a specific agenda for it. Valentine knows Nina, full and through. They are not only exes but also share an amiable friendship post-breakup. Charlotte did overhear Nina with Brennan as the WSB agent blackmailed her into gathering intel on Valentine and now doesn't trust her. With that stated, Valentine understands how Nina's mind operates. He may also recognize that Brennan has pushed Nina into a corner. There is a high probability he has convinced that if he can come up with a plan to safeguard Willow, Nina will work with him to nail Brennan to the wall. But let's rewind a bit. Valentine first united with Carly, but as the blonde seems to be wavering in her affections for Brennan and actually is starting to feel awful for betraying him, Valentine may feel as if he needs a plan B. During the week of April 6 to 10, Brennan told Carly he threw his job on the line to gather intel on Jason's whereabouts. The entire move touched Carly's heart so profoundly that she slipped between the sheets with him. Valentine confronted Carly about the fact, and this is when she told him she knew how much Brennan loved her. Carly and Valentine have both caught feelings for each other, but this doesn't mean that Valentine isn't starting to mistrust Carly's fidelity. Valentine's freedom is on the line here, so having a backup scheme is surely in order. Valentine understands that Nina wouldn't purposely throw him under the bus. He also understands that she is fiercely protective of the ones she loves, and having a relationship with Willow has meant the world to her. As Nina finally has what she's always dreamed of, her agreement with Brennan to acquire intel on Valentine's whereabouts via Charlotte wasn't a form of retribution toward her ex, but rather a fight response to her and her daughter's situation. If Valentine can get Nina to side with him so that Brennan is quashed, thereby assuring the surveillance street footage he has won't be an issue for Nina or Willow, the Crimson editor could be swayed to join forces with him. Nina doesn't want to upset Valentine or Charlotte. All she wants is for Willow to be happy and worry-free of Drew's shooting coming back to haunt her. General Hospital spoilers predict it will be interesting to see Valentine and Nina reconcile under these circumstances. Nevertheless, what will the fugitive's plan for Brennan be? And will Nina agree to align with him? For the first time, General Hospital's Nathan Dean opens up about his struggles following a devastating loss. It's the return many General Hospital fans have been waiting for, and it won't be long before we see Nathan Dean back on our screens this week. However, before getting our first glance at Ethan back on the canvas, the ABC soap favorite was the newest guest on Maurice Benard's state of mind and engaged in a profound chat ahead of Thursday's World Semicolon Day, a mental health awareness day dedicated to suicide prevention. For the first time, Dean opened about the personal challenges he has encountered, including his struggle with depression, the terrible loss of his younger brother to suicide, how his wife's support has helped him traverse his darkest moments, and what keeps him going in the face of it all. Discussing how the sudden and devastating loss of his brother and the painful realization that mental health struggles can remain completely hidden even within families, Dean shared he was 28 and he waited 2 weeks after my mom's birthday just so he could have a happy birthday with her, and then he drove to Fort Hood and shot himself in the face. There was no lead up to it. Having struggled with mental health for decades, he never imagined his younger brother had been going through the same thing. I think that's the biggest problem with mental health. Until the individual can actually access the problem, it's just mostly unknown. The devastating death brought the actor's own challenges into greater perspective, and Dean recounted how his wife Kate helped him negotiate the toughest moments. I've been dealing with it since I was 12 years old. There is never a moment that goes by where she doesn't check in by reassuring, "You may not be you today. How can we get back to being you?" And that is such a blessing. No one should have to take on our mental health, yet they happily do. Agreeing with Bernard about the love involved, Dean added, "I really never understood until I met her. When anyone has such a tragedy, others may wonder how they continue to get through each day," and the actor explained what keeps him going. "I choose to be the optimist. I choose to believe that there is something that we get to do after this. There is no proof. I choose to believe. And that keeps me going." And despite his depression and watching his brother die, Dean continued, "I choose to think that this is not it. I don't know what it is. I choose to believe that we get to live past this. Willow's shady move, baby joy, and Justine warns Sonny. On the GH, Nina doubts Willow's motives. Brooklyn gives major pregnancy news, Curtis fears for Jordan, and Justine warns Sonny on oncoming danger. Nina is caught off guard, while Ned is overwhelmed by the baby bliss. Additionally, acting district attorney Justine offers a severe warning to Sonny. Nina is surprised by Willow's unexpected decision and suspects a hidden goal. Willow is intent on getting custody of Wiley and Amelia. Ned is happy as Brooklyn and Chase obtain approval to foster baby Phoebe. Curtis nervously awaits news about Jordan as Stella offers a worrisome update. Lucas disputes with Isaiah over a questionable medical choice. Justine warns Sonny that Sidwell may be contemplating a terrible reprisal. Nina faces a shocking revelation. Nina is taken aback by Willow's new idea, querying in incredulity why Willow would take any action for the Quartermains. Nina assumes that the Quartermains would be considered as adversaries by Willow, and she struggles to comprehend why Willow would share such information with her mother. It seems Willow must have some secret goal, as she is determined to keep custody of Wiley and Amelia. At this moment, the current arrangement with the children's father, Michael, looks to be going properly. What would push her to break the status quo and follow a different path? Ned celebrates baby news. Meanwhile, Ned is filled with baby enthusiasm as he beams at the equally thrilled Brooklyn. It's apparent she has communicated with her father that she and her husband Chase have received provisional approval to foster baby Phoebe. Ned expresses his pleasure to a radiant Brooklyn, noting how excited he is to have a baby in the house again, especially since it's been quite some time. The last baby was Sasha's child with Michael, baby Daisy. Let's hope nothing upsets this pleasant circumstance and that everything unfolds as Chase and Brooklyn wish. Curtis is worried about Jordan. At General Hospital, Curtis is apprehensive about Jordan and Stella approaches him with a grim expression. As a patient advocate and Curtis's aunt, he presumably anticipated her to offer an update more rapidly. Curtis inquires, "Has there been any change in Jordan's condition?" Stella's solemn manner definitely adds to Curtis's concern, as she wears no sign of a grin. In reality, he appears anxious and how to convey potentially bad news to her nephew. On the other hand, she might just be pondering how to console him. Doctors dwelling at the GH corral. Meanwhile, it seems Lucas has a severe issue with Isaiah. He's enraged as he queries, "Why on earth were you two doing that needed life-saving intervention?" Lucas was helping Dr. Andy Perk throughout Jordan's surgery, so he can't be talking about that. As for Isaiah, he appears to have an odd smile on his face. Has Portia returned to her duties as well? Are they the two that Lucas is so angry about? Or is he trying to excuse his visit to Rocco? Justine issues a stark warning to Sonny after dealing with the vengeful Jane Sidwell at GH earlier, who held Sonny responsible not only for Marco's murder but also for Jordan's mishap. Justine made a call. She alerted him that she needed to see him quickly, and now she's at his residence, where he must have welcomed her to discuss problems. Justine warns Sonny that he is in far greater danger than he understands. Earlier, Sonny and Rick attended Marco's burial, and Sidwell was far from grateful, and Rick emphasized that they should be prepared for any revenge. It's apparent that Justine senses Sidwell is on the point of unleashing devastation in Port Charles, starting with Sonny. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any update.